Yeah, I keep waiting for you to say something.
It is
Leaving
time
me
for
hanging
for
here.
the great experiment. All right, I'm here. I don't know if this is recording or not. I certainly hope it is. It looks like it is. Okay, it is time for another edition of the Beer Pod, and we are doing this face to face over the miles. So, Tim, welcome back. How are you?
Rick, good to be here. Unfortunately, me being here and you being there, you'll not be able to partake of our beer of the day.
Yeah, this is going to be painful, I must say, because it's 5 o'clock somewhere. And again, this is in dedication to our friend Liam Flanagan, who started the Beer Snob. And, you participated in some of those, did you not?
Oh, Liam and I spent many an evening going through a variety of types of beers, of brands of beers, formulating opinions, reposting them on Beer Advocate and other beer rating sites, along with his uh, his brother Tom, sometimes his brother Pat, uh, and several other longtime friends of his. And sometimes those evenings went well into the evening, and they went into the morning.
Beyond 5 o'clock? Okay. PM.
There was one where he and I sat in the leather chairs and discussed everything from the sun to the moon, and yeah, yeah, we saw the sunrise. And
I
by the
meant
time we
5 p.m.
realized what time it wasn't worth going to sleep.
Oh, okay. Any surprises, Tim? Did you have any pleasant surprise by a concoction that he presented to you for the first time, maybe, or anything really special, something that stands out in those sessions? Or did you
Uh,
guys prepare beforehand?
no, we usually just brought whatever we could find that we might be interested in. I think the one that took me by surprise the most was the first time I had a sour beer was at one of our marathon sessions down below where Liam was uh, recording beer reviews for Jody Kukuru and as the beer snob, and that one sort of took me by surprise. The tartness of the beer, but it is something of an acquired taste for a lot of people because of the tartness. You don't generally associate very tart cherry flavors with a beer, and they're very unique. Maybe I'll the next time we do, and I'll bring up a bottle of Rodenbach, which we found to be one of the best producers of sour beers. And I'll plot down. What I may have you do is I may have you do a little road trip and go out and buy a bottle of Rodenbach sour. I'll give you the particular one to buy because they have several different names that they go by. And we found one in particular that we really liked. I have one or two of them aging down cellars, so those ought to be really fun.
Well, what I find really cool about doing this, Tim, is your experience as a historian, because it's your interests range far and wide, and you have many stories that go back to the beginnings of how these things all began, and there is a history behind them. What do you want to talk about today?
Well, what we're going to look at, Rick, is nitro stouts. This
Nitro.
is
No, wait.
nitro.
As in nitro, nitro.
Yes, as in nitrogen added into the beer as it's canned.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
and this one is from Carton Brewery uh, in Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey. Not actually a hotbed of what would consider beer brewing in the country, but that is the face.
Well, wait. Excuse me. Is there a hotbed of beer brewing in the country
Well,
besides
that,
Milwaukee?
yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. After before um, the wars, before Prohibition, there were numerous bars throughout the country that were brewing their own beer. Beer was very local at this time, and so there must have been thousands of unique variations, unique tastes, but most of them I think all followed a tried and true formula of Pilsner beer. That was the stock beer. You could also they also would have been brewing stouts and porters because they were popular in Europe at the time, and the brewers in Europe, the Irish, the English, the Scots that came here, the Belgians that came were again producing lighter, more wheat-driven beers. I'm getting calls from Aesop to cancel all my subbing jobs right now. Yeah.
Yeah. How come? Aren't you doing this online?
Geez, I wonder why. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So back to the hotbeds.
So in the United States, why was Milwaukee a hotbed? Probably because of its access to the Midwest grains.
Ah.
They had that Milwaukee probably was a railroad hub. You could get your grains to market very quickly. You could get your hops to the market very quickly. And so, but you also had again a very heavy German population.
And the same thing in St. Louis with August Busch the first.
Yeah, yeah. So again, and Jesus, I got to jump off for a second, Rick. This is the wife. Don't go away. This will be quick.
Okay, this is
actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna send her a text while I'm doing this.
Okay.
Oh, geez, I knew she would call. She's been in work longer than she thought. Okay, so Prohibition comes, and all these little taverns that are making their own beer go out of business. In the aftermath of Prohibition, again, they've been out of business for 12 years. Very tough to get going again. I mean, they're talking about businesses now being shuttered for maybe 6 months and not coming back because of the coronavirus. So we can see multiply that impact by 12 years or 14 years, and now suddenly everybody's gone and done something else. The storefronts are no longer available, and what happens is Busch, who had the ability to make some money during the Depression otherwise, now begins to buy up everything.
Okay.
And he becomes the big guy.
Okay. You need me to pause this?
Yeah, if you would.
Hold on. I will pause it if I can figure it out. There we go. All right. So we pick it up, and let's get back to the nitro part. You gave us a little history on Prohibition and how Milwaukee and St. Louis became really important brew centers. And what's the deal with nitro?
Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Nitrogen, for the most part, has always been added into their kegs. It's also used as a means of driving the beer through the tap lines. Okay, and so one of the latest fads, and I think Sam Adams a few years back was one of the first to actually put nitrogen into the cans. And what the impact it has is it creates a very creamy texture to the beer itself. And the first time I had a Sam Adams Nitro Stout, I was very impressed with the smoothness of it. I don't drink a lot of nitros myself. There's a whole lot of other tastes on my palate that I prefer. But I got this one as a out of a Christmas smorgasbord of beers. And again, this is from Cotton Brewery in Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey. It's very low ABV. It is only 4% alcohol, and its international bitter units, IBUs, for those more familiar, is only 26. The higher the IBU, the more bitter the beer is going to be.
Okay.
If it's in the 90s, it's going to make your hair stand on end, which I really enjoy a big IBU beer.
Of course you do.
Of course the hoppier the better. Okay, so this.
Well, hoppy beer is good to be hoppy. That's good.
And a hoppy beer makes me happy.
Hoppy, yeah.
Hoppy. So let's try this one out again. This is because it's such a low alcohol beer. Okay, I gotta try to keep it up.
All right, let me take a look.
Because you're looking at it backwards as well.
No, I'm not. Hold on. Hold it steady. Hold it steady. I can see it. It says Mission Milk. It says Session Nitro Milk Stout. Okay.
Right, and that's the creaminess. All right. because it's such low alcohol, 4%, you can drink these continuously over the course of an afternoon. Something in the 7, 8, 9, 10, you don't drink a lot of those. They're one and done. Maybe test yourself and have a second one, but you're not going to have a lot of the big alcohol beers simply because it's not wise to do so unless you're already in bed, so you can just fall over.
Okay, we need to have a disclaimer too. This is for adult evening use and the old drink
Right.
responsibly thing. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Now this would be great on a cool afternoon, maybe even afternoon like today. It's in the high 40s, low 50s.
Warm.
You know, it's cool. I don't put these in the refrigerator. I don't put my beers in the refrigerator at all. If I happen to be drinking Coors Light, I will, because a lot of American Pilsners thrive on being cold. It really makes it a sharper taste. But my quality beer, my craft beers, I want them cool, a little lower than room temperature. I have a very cool corner in my front room, and I put all my beers there, or I put them down cellar, and I have a bookcase, and I store them there so they stay cool. I can pick them up in the cans. This can still has a coolness about it. So that's the way I prefer them, because I find the flavors much more robust, much richer.
All right. Well,
rather than being very, very cold, and all you taste is the coldness.
Mhm.
And that's why Coors Light is so good. It's very thin, it's very cold, and so when you're really hot, that really refreshes you. It doesn't do a whole lot for your enjoyment of beer.
Okay. Where'd you get this one?
So again, someone gave it to me in a 6-pack variety. So I've been waiting for an opportunity to try it.
All right. And where's it from?
We needed a topic for today. This one is from Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey, from Kearns Brewery.
All right. So you're gonna pop it and
Of course, am I going to pop it?
we got to get over this social distancing thing here.
Yeah, this is
This is
okay.
killing me.
Okay, now we'll watch how it pours. And already I'm looking, and it has a very creamy head to it. Not a whole lot of head, because again, oh, here we go.
Oh, and you have the proper receptacle.
Rick, come on.
I know. What was I thinking?
Okay, now you can. Oh, how do I have to? Okay, there it is. Okay, you can see it. It's still falling. Okay, in the glass. Now, as a stout, of course, it's got very dark roasted malts, but it's also going to have there's a creamy smell to it that you don't get with a regular Guinness. I'm just going to turn my monitor down. And I can't do it anymore. Okay, so I'm hampered by the angle.
Okay.
So again, the head is probably a little bit big. I probably should have stopped about halfway through and let the head go down. I'm in a hurry to drink this.
You're gonna get a lot of foam.
Now again,
Have you had this before?
I have not had this one before.
Okay, so we're getting a first taste test.
This is a first taste.
Okay.
All right, now the brewers said they have taken an extremely dark malt bill and dulled its edges with the addition of it's kind of like the light reflecting off of the can. Dulled its edges with the addition of lactose and nitro conditioning, and then we wafted black currant notes of a bullion hops through the middle, and it has been nuanced to keep it an interesting part of a gathering, while neither dominating nor being inconsequential to banter.
Okay.
One of the things you have to love, beyond the uniqueness of the packaging, and if you can see the side of the packaging, I'll turn it to this side.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the farm, and again, the lactose. You've got your cow,
Mm-hmm.
your milk additive. then again,
and the flowery prose.
yes, and the flowery prose again are all part and parcel to many of the craft brewers today. You go on anybody's website and you think you were reading extracts of Chaucer. All right, as they describe their beer, just go to even the local breweries and read their descriptions of the beers, and they're not hilarious. They're extremely entertaining for the verbiage that they use to describe the mixture, the essence, the experience of each of their particular concoctions.
All right.
It's truly worth the experience.
All right, we're getting low on time here. Let's get to it.
So, Sláinte.
Sláinte.
To the memory of Liam.
Amen.
Yeah, definitely had. You get the sense of the black currants up front, extremely smooth. There's no bitterness like you might normally get in a Guinness. You get that little hint of bitterness on the backside. There's none of that. It's very smooth, very drinkable. And again, at 4% alcohol, you could have a bunch of these on a late afternoon, early evening. Be very, very nice. Good, strong mouthfeel up front. Sort of fades away as you're swallowing it. It doesn't dominate the back of the palate. It's more of a front hit. Okay, where you've got the smoothness just takes it down the back side, but those notes of black currants are definitely noticeable up front. And again, that's every brewer tries to put something into their beer in some mixture, or maybe just in a singularity that gives their beer a unique taste. Everybody makes stouts, but it's what you use for hops, malt, your yeast, your other additives, and what percentage you use them in. They're all going to have an impact on the overall result that you produce. So this one, as a session beer, is very good.
Okay. Final taste test here, Coach.
Wow, that black currant is really.
What do you call it? Black what?
Currants. Currant.
I thought that was a bird, but that's okay.
No, that's a cormorant.
Oh, well, that's what
No
I was
problem.
thinking.
No problem. If they're going to
What is
start
the currant?
squeezing birds into beers, I have an issue. Okay, it's the black currant notes of bullion hops. So the bullion hops are, present a black currant taste note, and so that's what you're getting there. That's the unique thing that they've stuck into this beer. I would give it a solid B to B plus, and as Liam would do it. And Liam would always say also, don't trust a beer that you can see through. I've come to, I believe a little bit differently, but this is one definitely, folks, you cannot see through.
Amen, Coach. Sláinte and to Liam.
Sláinte. To Liam.